Welcome to the Sports Card Lessons Podcast. Big Ken here, a special treat today, a bonus episode. I just got back a package from PSA, 61 card order. I thought I'd share it with you. I'm not going to drag this out long. I'll go through these cards pretty quick. Interestingly enough, this morning, so 2 orders that went from Research and ID last week. Today is Tuesday. So Thursday night or Friday morning, they went to Research and ID. They went to grading and assembly this morning. Both orders, grades popped and packages are shipped. And that's almost 100 cards there. So really, I guess they're really speeding things up over there. Either that or they realized that my orders have been sitting around for so long, and it was time to hurry up and get them out. But without further ado, let's go through some of these here. And I am going to change the like that. So here's a Flage Johnson. This was a PSA 9. And this card is also numbered to 50. So I was hoping for a 10 on that, but came back a 9. Angel Reese, Orange Prism, also a 9. I got to get rid of that glare. There we go. Also a 9. A lot of these cards came out of the select product that I sent in for grading. And this card is numbered to 125. Here's a Kate Martin light blue prism. That came back in 8. A little disappointed there. This one is numbered also 125. Here is a Caitlin Clark. So this is the some of these are the base. This is the base, the concourse, PSA 9. Interesting, out of all that WNBA product, the only base cards anybody will grade is Caitlin Clark. Here's a Rakia Jackson Silver Flash, also a 9. I gotta get my bearings with this camera. Also a 9. Here's a Kiki Rice auto. PSA 10, best of 2022 autograph. Happy on that. Here's another gold. What is that? I should mark that. Madison Booker. Probably haven't heard a lot of her this year. I expected to hear more from her, but one of the top players in the country. This was a 9 and also numbered to 50. 19 of 50. This is Brianna Jones bronze checker. PSA 10. This one's numbered to 49. Switch over a little bit to football here. Bo Nix optic preview. These came out of those Costco boxes. I was hoping for a 10 on that. I haven't even seen a 10. I've heard of more people grading these, all coming back 9s, but still happy to have a 9. Aaliyah Edwards, Purple Prism, PSA 10. That one is numbered to 149. A lot of the WNBA stuff that was numbered, I graded. So this is an amazing card. I'm super pumped about this. This is Jaden Daniels. Also that red Pandora that came out of that Costco box, PSA 10. Probably, besides some Caitlins that are going to come out of here, probably the biggest card of the order with the 10. JJ McCarthy, same thing. PSA 10. Super excited about that. after the performance of Sam Darnold last night. I have a feeling his stock just went way up in the hobby, and in Minnesota as well. Here's another Topps Chrome Kiki Rice autograph, PSA 9. Brianna Stewart, Unstoppable White Disco. This is number 275, PSA 10. And a lot of this Liberty stuff, and I talked about that the other day when I bought the Sabrina cards. In this area, a lot of that Liberty stuff sells well. Here's another Caitlin Clark base, PSA 9. This is the Premier, Caitlin Clark Premier. This is PSA 10. Cameron Brink Purple Prism, and this is number to 149. I talked about her on the last podcast too. I have a feeling her stuff is going to start to take off once the WNBA season gets back into session and she's actually playing. So happy to have this. I would have been happier with a 10, but I'll take the 9. Angel Reese. This was from the Origins WNBA. This is Angel Reese autograph. And this is PSA 9. I just realized they actually put this in a sleeve. This came from I noticed that sometimes some cards come in sleeves from PSA, and I don't know why. I have no idea why. If anybody does, please let me know. I don't know, like this huge order. So this is the only card I've seen in a sleeve. We'll see if anything else comes sleeved. Camila Cardosa, Pink Ice, PSA 10. And this is another Cameron Brink. This was a mem patch, 8. I know it's hard. These cards are thick. It's hard to grade these cards. All right, that is the first stack down. Then move these out of the way. Grab the next stack. So here's a little basketball. You don't hear me. Men's basketball anyways. This was Brandon Miller orange refractor PSA 9. That was not numbered. Brianna Stewart, Snapshots Blue Prism. This is numbered to 49. Disappointed on the 8, but what are you going to do? Juju Watkins, this is a refractor. So on these McDonald's All-Americans, when I'm looking at cards to grade and I'm looking through this magnifying glass, when I find any imperfections on there and I don't think it's going to gem, I don't send it to PSA, right? Some of them I'll send to SGC. So what I realized on a number of these McDonald's All-American cards that I sent to SGC and they came back 10s, I thought, well, maybe they expect some of those imperfections. So some of these cards are second time being graded, sending them to PSA and also coming back 10. So like I wouldn't so much do it on a base, but this is a refractor. So if I can gem a refractor, I'm super excited about that on her cards. This is another Premier Caitlin Clark PSA 10. The base Premier, but still PSA 10 and still worth grading. Again, none of the other cards, I don't think in a base cards in WNBA, the select stuff so far is worth grading, but her cards are worth grading. This is an Angel Reese. This is a Pink Ice PSA 10. Happy about that. Again, I have a number of these Madison Booker autographs. So this was a 9. Same card. I don't think these are numbered. No, they're not. Same card in a 10. This is disappointing, to say the least. So here's an interesting thing. I sent this card. I'll put it up there. This is the fuchsia fuchsia swirl, number to 175. So I didn't think this card would grade well, and I sent it to SGC, and it came back a 9. I'm sorry, a 9.5. So I thought, well, if I could get this, even at a 9 through PSA, I would be happy about it. And then came back a 6. So it would have been better off leaving it in the SGC slab. So sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Crystal Dangerfield, white prism. This is to 99, true white, PSA 9. And you'll notice some of these players, or a lot of these players, you'll see, because the area I live in too, I'm in Connecticut, and a lot of these ex-UConn players, there's a lot of collectors in this area that will collect, the professional, even though they're not the Caitlin Clark, the hottest players, but they'll collect these cards. So it's worth, to me, it's worth grading, because I have people who are interested in buying these. Here's Sabrina Ionescu. This was a red ice. I really thought that was going to gem. That came back a 9. Another base Caitlin, PSA 9. Another one of the Madison Bookers, 8. Another Booker, Madison Booker, 8. So I guess the downfall too is when you're sending a whole bunch of cards of the same exact card to PSA, they're able to say, oh, this one looks better than that. So the best one and the rest get 8 and 9s, right? This is Juju Watkins, Future Stars, PSA 9. And that card kind of grading as a 10 or bust on some of those inserts like that. So here's a really nice card. This is Caitlin Clark. Here's a silver prism from Select. So I'm happy to have that card. Gem. If I was going to get any one of those to gem, please make it the silver. Nafisia Collier, purple ice to 149. And again, a nice numbered prism card. Getting that glare again. There we go. Prism card. But again, another ex-UConn player that in this area will probably do well. Here's a Caitlin PSA 10. Angel Reese, silver prism, PSA 10. Another, so this was disappointing too. This Caitlin Clark Futures. I had a couple disappointing cards. This is one of them. And this card really does not look, there's nowhere noticeable on this card that I think it should be a 7. But there must be something I overlooked on that. And here's a Rikia Jackson white prism to 99. True white. All right, 2 stacks down. Let me move this, and we got the last stack to go. If you're still here, thanks for hanging out and watching and seeing what we're getting here from PSA. This is an Aaliyah Boston tie-dye prism. This is to 25, number to 25, PSA 10. Another Kiki Rice Auto, 9. And again, I sent in multiples of that. I got to, if you're going to get a 10, you're probably going to end up with a 9 as well. This is a Hannah Hidalgo. It's a yellow refractor, number to 75. They came back a 9 on that. I was certainly hoping for a 10. I thought that one would have gemmed. Lexi Hull, neon green prism. This is number 275. Another Caitlin Clark, PSA 10. You can see I sent a lot of her cards in. PSA 10. But you know what? She sells, so PSA 9, same card, 9. Here's a Cameron Brink white prism. This is number 299. And that came back at 10. Super excited to have that. Another Caitlin. Just all different bases, but still base. PSA 10. I think this is the premier level. So this card, I was slightly disappointed. I knew it wouldn't gem, but I was really hoping for a 9. One of my favorite cards of Juju, a gold number to 50, Superfly. But it did come back an 8. And like I said, I knew this card would not gem. There were a couple little things on there, and I was hoping for a 9. Nafisa Collier, En Fuego, tie-dye prism, numbered to 25. That's a 9. We got a Hannah Hidalgo, pink refractor, 10. Same exact card, 8. Comparably, they both look the same. So there must have been something I missed on the 8 versus the 10. Here's a Juju Watkins Ray Wave. Again, another card that went to SGC, came back at 10. I sent it to PSA, came back at 10. Nika Mule, Silver Prism, 9. Asia Wilson, this is the signature tie-dye prism, numbered to 25. That came back in 9. Nafisa Collier, All-Star Blue Prism. This is numbered to 49. This came back at 10. Basketball, men's basketball, Cam Whitmore, Silver Prism. A disappointing 9. Amen Thompson, Deep Space Silver Prism. Another disappointing 9. So one of these, the Juju Watkins Future Stars, I said was a 10 or bust. So they both looked great. I guess, again, sending 2 together, they maybe, I don't know. It's just my thoughts, the way I think. But this one did come back at 10. So I was excited about that. And the last card, Cameron Brink autographed mem. So this is a rookie RPA. And this one came back at 9. And I kind of felt it would be a 9, but I still wanted to have it graded. And there you go. There's my reveal. Thanks for hanging out and watching with me. And like I said, I have about 100. I think I didn't calculate it out. I think maybe close to 100, between 70 and 100 cards coming back from PSA. They're being shipped today, Tuesday. I may even have them by the weekend or Monday of next week. But I will keep you updated. Thanks for tuning in. Take care.